John, it's really beautiful of you being here today with us at Rock Concert, and it's strange what happens in this business. Only a couple of years ago, I met you for the first time when Norman Lear and I were doing a show, and you were up for the part, you and Chevy Chase, and you both didn't get it, and look what happened to you. I know right now you're doing a lot of serious acting as well, and could you tell me a little about that?
Well, since Welcome Back, Kotter, this summer I did a play called Bus Stop, and everyone thought I was crazy not doing rock concerts and things like that, and which I will do, but I just felt that since I've been acting for 10 years, it was one period of time where I could do a play, you know, and during the year I'll be able to do concerts and things.
So you'll go back, of course, to Kotter, and you'll do some concerts, and we're kind of proud that we got you first.
Yeah.
How did the whole record situation come about? How did you sign with Bob Reno at Midland Internationals?
Well, I did an episode of Kotter where I did a sort of a mock version of Elvis Presley, right? Instead of singing Barbara Ann, the Beach Boys song, I sang Barbara Ann. Right. So Bob Reno's little niece saw me on it and called him up the next day and said, "You should see that kid that's on Kotter. He's good." And well, Bob called my agent but didn't know that I really could sing.
So she should really get the commission for the whole deal,
that's
right?
So he heard a Broadway recording that I had done for the Andrews Sisters show over here. And he found out that I could sing and indeed had trained and all that kind of thing. So he didn't even bother doing demo work. We just went into the studio and started recording.
How did you happen to choose Let Her In as the first single, which of course is a smash record today, and did you choose a lot of material?
Yeah, Bob Reno went through a lot of material. I went through, a lot of my friends are musicians, and I chose, like, half the album I'd say were my choices and half were Bob's, but we both mutually agreed on all of them. But
did you write any of the tunes?
No, I did not. But Let Her In was Gary Benson's song, and Bob Reno was solely responsible for that.
Terrific. Now, he's beautiful, and we're doing a whole tribute to him in Midland International Records tonight, and we're very happy that you're a part of it. Has your life changed at all? I mean, a lot of things happen that's different? Do you live differently? Do you hide a lot? I mean, what happens to you?
Oh, yeah. I have to think before I go out in public now.
Yeah.
You know, what restaurant I'm going to, I really can't go out nightclubbing or anything like that because it just turns into a mess.
So your whole life really changes. I mean, I know we're both living in Jersey right now, and I know, or at least I've heard, you're very close to your family still. Has it changed anything to do with them? I mean, do you see them as much? Do you see them less now?
I've seen them more now than I have in the last 4 years because I'm able to fly to New York. I've been home since January. I've been home 7 times.
I'll tell you, you've made me a national hero with my daughter Darren today, so that's the biggest thing that's happened to me, and your career has really soared. So I want to thank you again, and could you tell us a little bit about your future plans before we close?
Sure. I did a movie called Carrie, and I think I'm doing the theme song to it, too.
You're going to sing it over the titles?
Yeah, I think so. We're working on it now, working on something. But I play a character called Billy Nolan, and it's more dramatic kind of a part, but he's, again, a sort of hoodlum kind of a kid.
Right. So it's not only television for you, it's records and films
movies,
and the whole spectrum. And
I've been offered a big picture deal, but I really can't talk about it now because the fine details haven't.
Okay. So we can look forward to you going back with the Kotter Kids and Gabe Kaplan, and I can't thank you enough for being with us on Rock Concert today.
Thank you.
It's good seeing you again, John. Thank you.
John Travolta will be back later to sing his hit single, Let Her In.